Damn, Missy Mari got beats.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Silent Mike. We're going to talk about the bench press today. Tips, 3 best tips to increase your bench press, make you guys stronger, how much you bench. That's what everyone wants to know. You want to build them titties, and we want to lift heavy ass weight. A couple things we got to look at, obviously, programming being number 1. Number 2, exercise variations and ways to help you get stronger. And number 3, different types of accessories. This may sound familiar because it's the exact same advice I have for the other 2 lifts. With programming, number 1, most common mistake is that you're lifting too heavy too often. If you're always going in and you do a max set of 5, a max set of 3, and a max set of 1 every single bench day, once a week or twice a week, you're not building strength. You're just testing your strength. So what we need to do is lower that amount of weight, lower the intensity, and up the volume. We want to get more quality reps in, more quality work over a long period of time. I suggest training in the 60, even 55 to 75% range for the majority of your training, with different rep ranges, 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through even 15 sometimes for the bench to really get it going. Programming tip number 2 is that if you're only benching once or twice a week, throwing in an extra day, whether it is a variation or just another competition day, will give you more practice with the lift. The bench, although it seems simple and it seems like the number 1 meathead trick, it has some technique to it. And the better technique you get, the more neural adaptations, the more powerful you get, the more volume you'll be able to handle long term, and the stronger and more muscle you will build. Now, talking about exercise variation. Again, I'm going to quote my man Alan Thrall. He said it quite wonderfully. Basically, what you want to do when you're choosing your exercise variation is you want to what most closely mimics the bench. You also want to choose an exercise that has a big range of motion, often the greatest range of motion you can get to. And another one that obviously maybe addresses a weakness of yours or something that doesn't hurt you. Example being, yes, maybe having bigger biceps helps your bench press, but doing something like a close grip bench over long term will help you bench press more weight than doing those bicep curls. So top variations that I recommend and work for most athletes. I like obviously a competition bench press being number 1 with a pause, because we're trying to train for competition. Doing extra long pauses can also help and work. Going extra wide is a great opportunity at lighter loads to build up different muscle groups and really build some power off the chest. Close grip bench press, obviously a little more emphasis in the triceps, greater range of motion than your normal bench press. When I say closer, just anything closer than your competition grip. 3 and 4, basically my other favorites are the Spoto press, named after Eric Spoto, 729, maybe 22 pound bench press. Don't quote me, but he was a world record holder, super strong guy. You're going to pause just off of your chest, and the goal for that is obviously to show control, but it's also to really squeeze your chest and squeeze your back and control that bar both ways. Now, it's much different than being kind of a half bencher and not touching your chest. If you already have proper form and can pause the bar on your chest, now we're just going to show really tight control. The last one being a tempo. Tempo obviously is very taxing on your system. It's very difficult, but 3 seconds on the way down, slight pause, and 3 seconds on the way up. A lot of time under tension, builds some muscle, and shows a lot of control. So if you're benching twice a week, going back to the programming, adding in a very light day or a variation is a good way to get in extra volume and extra practice on the bench press. Now, exercise accessories are also great. Having bigger shoulders, having bigger triceps, having a nice strong platform of a lat and back to press off of will help in the long run, but those are long-term things. You can't do skull crushers for 4 or 8 weeks and expect to have a way bigger bench. You could possibly do close grip with proper progression and programming for 8 weeks and get better at the bench press. So triceps, biceps, shoulders, and back, overhead press, heavy tricep, either rolling extensions or a skull crusher, even something like a dip, dumbbell overhead press, dumbbell incline, dumbbell flat bench. Those are all great tools that you can use in your off season to build more muscle, build more strength long term. If this helped you guys out, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notifications, join the roll call, share this with a friend that needs to bench press more weight. 135 ain't cutting anymore, bros. We got to get everybody here watching to a 225 or 315 bench. I appreciate you guys. Silent Mike, I'm out.